Fellow South Africans, let me start by saying that sitting here today feels like being in a lion's den, armed with a feather duster. I know you're skeptical. I know you've been let down by countless politicians, smooth talkers, and spin doctors who've promised rainbows but delivered thunderstorms. I'm not here to sugarcoat reality. I'm here because, like you, I love this country. And like you, I'm fed up with seeing South Africa, this beautiful, complicated, and brilliant nation, held back by crime, corruption, and a lack of leadership. We're at a critical juncture, as Winston Churchill once warned, a gathering storm. So too do we stand under ominous clouds. But here's the thing about storms. They can be survived, even beaten, if we face them head on. And when the storm passes, the skies are clearer, the air fresher, and the path forward illuminated. But let's be honest, we have problems. Not small ones, huge ones. Crime that steals our safety, corruption that steals our children's future, inequality that divides us, and unemployment that robs our youth of dignity and purpose. We see leaders who talk about change while living lavishly off taxpayers' money. And we see communities terrorized by criminals who have more rights than the victims. We see hard-working South Africans like you, farmers, business owners, teachers, security guards, struggling against a tide of inefficiency, greed, and mismanagement. And it's enough to make you want to throw your hands in the air and say, why bother? But let me tell you why. We must bother. Because this is our country. Because we are the South African people. And because no matter how divided we sometimes feel, we are still one nation. We are South Africans. And we don't give up. Not now, not ever. As Theodore Roosevelt once said, it's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena. South Africa, it's time to get into the arena. And enough with the critics who sit on the sidelines complaining. Enough with the cynics who scoff at dreams. The arena is calling, and it's calling you. To the business leaders who invest not just in profit but in people. To the teachers, you hold the future in your classrooms. Ignite those minds. To the workers, demand fair pay and give fair effort. And to the parents, raise those children who believe in integrity and hard work. And to the youth, this country is your inheritance. Don't let anyone steal it from you. This is not a time for spectators, it's a time for doers. And like Martin Luther King Jr., I too have a dream. And I have a dream that one day South Africa will be a nation where opportunity is not determined by your zip code, skin color, or last name. A nation where a child in Soweto has the same chance to succeed as a child in Sandton. And I have a dream that corruption will be a thing of the past, where those who steal from the people face justice swiftly and surely. I dream of a government that serves the people rather than serving themselves 3-course meals at our expense. And I have a dream that we'll walk down our streets without fear, that businesses will thrive without having to pay protection money to thugs, and that women will feel safe, respected, and empowered, not just in slogans, but in reality. And I have a dream of a South Africa where we're not defined by what divides us, but what unites us, where our diversity is our strength and our resilience is our power. And I have a dream that one day we will no longer talk of us and them, but only of we. Churchill saw the storm clouds before World War II. He knew that ignoring them would lead to disaster. And we too face a gathering storm, a storm of crime, corruption, division, and decay. We cannot close our eyes and hope it blows over, because it won't. We must face it with courage, unity, and action. Courage to speak out against injustice, courage to demand more from our leaders and from ourselves, and courage to say no more to those who want to drag this country down for their own selfish gain. But we also need unity. Crime doesn't care if you're black or white. Corruption doesn't discriminate. Our problems are shared, and so must be our solutions. We need to link arms and stand together as one nation. And here's the truth. No one is coming to save us. There's no superhero on the way. No foreign power with a magic wand. We are the ones we've been waiting for. The teachers, the farmers, the entrepreneurs, the nurses, engineers, the students. You, me, us. We have the brains. We have the resources. We have the grit. What we need now is the will to act, to vote, speak out, demand accountability, support businesses that play fair, call out corruption whenever you see it, and mentor a young person. Lift others as you rise. Be the example that inspires others to believe in this country again. My friends, this is our moment. This is our test. This is the arena, and we are the ones standing in it. We can shrink from the challenge, or we can rise to meet it. If we choose action over apathy, courage over fear, and unity over division, then I believe deep in my bones that South Africa's greatest days are still ahead. The storm clouds may be gathering, but beyond it, I see clear skies, opportunity, and a future where we can all say with pride, this is our country, these are our people, and we are one nation. Let's fight for that future. Let's make it real. Let's put South Africa first, together.